Hello, Aquamatey.
Hello.
What game are you playing?
This is a black cake.
This is the Korean closed beta for Black Cake, which some people call Black Desert, but I guess Black Cake is the real name.
Mhm.
I guess, yeah, that's a bit of a weird name to be honest, but oh well. And I have to say, a Korean beta thingy, kind of difficult to understand. Like it's all in Korean. I don't understand this.
I know
Aquamatey,
exactly
help
what I'm
me.
doing.
There's so much Korean text. I don't understand. What shall I do?
All you need to know is how to click and drag and make a character.
That's a good point.
And I'm enjoying this a lot so far.
I think the combat is great, and this small fight I did now was a really bad impression because it ended up being super laggy. And that is the first time I've seen an enemy like teleport like that. But I mean, I am playing on a Korean server, so I guess I should expect some kind of odd lag now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the combat feels great. I
And
think.
we've seen a few glimpses of environment changes. Like it will get darker and lighter, and then it'll start raining and lightning sometimes.
Yeah, which is neat.
And there's like so many different little effects that happen along with those changes. That's your character will start looking different, the ground will be different, the sounds you hear, the wind. Well, I don't know actually, but there's been wind.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to any wind effects yet, but I just love how I really love how responsive and immediate the combat feels. It does remind me a little bit of something like Dragon's Dogma, but it doesn't really play the same way.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is an MMO, but it feels basically as good as the combat in something you'd expect from like just a general action game, and that's great. And there's so many small details I love, like this grass. I can like do a kick here, and like you can see like little piece of grass just flying up as I do a kick. That looks really fancy. That's super neat.
You can show off the camera mode too really quick if you want to pose your pretty character.
Oh yes. So yeah, you have a fancy uh, photo mode thing. I'm just gonna get on top of this rock. Oh, rain. Good timing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll move over here. So Control U, and then I enter this fancy camera mode where you can adjust. Well, you can zoom in and out. You can adjust the depth of field. You can rotate the camera. You can change the FOV. There was also a way to, I think, yeah, this to change various post-processing filters. It's neat.
Hmm.
And yeah, the rain effects are pretty good in the game. I kind of wish that each time it would rain for longer. It seems to rain for like 20 seconds now and then.
Yeah.
But I just love this, so many small details all over the place. Like for instance, when I move around, you can see the character hair bounce up and down, and like the clothing is also pretty dynamic. A lot of physics here and there, and the controls themselves, they just feel like more weighty than your typical MMO or most RPGs even.
Yeah.
It just feels more
And
natural to move around.
smooth and responsive, and it I think it fits really nicely with the attention to detail they put in the environment and all the textures and the characters. That they also put that attention to the animations and the movement too, because it makes it look that much better.
I'm gonna run to the ocean. This is not the ocean. But yeah, and as far as I can tell, it is a completely open world. Like most MMOs tend to be separated into areas. Well, this seems to be just much more open. And it's got a few like nice features, like for instance, top left here I can see my quest logs. I can press this button to highlight the quest, and then I can press a auto run button to then auto run to that location. Although, as showcased here, the auto run isn't completely reliable. Sometimes it'll take a really weird path, which isn't ideal. But if I click on the map now, this shows the paths it would take if I activate auto run mode. So that's a nice feature, although it is not 100% reliable, but some kind of like pathfinding auto run is kind of neat because it's also something which is just super rare in MMOs. Oh, yay, ocean.
Perfect.
I'll try to find a path down here, maybe. That's an odd location for a guard to stand around. Okay, so for instance, for a normal attack with the bow, I just hold the right trigger on my gamepad or the left mouse button, and then I just keep firing. And then with the other button, like the other mouse button or the other trigger, I have a close range attack. And then it's basically just a combination of like different input. Like for instance, if I like keep firing and I hold back, then I do this attack. And with the close combat, if I do this and hold forward, then I do this attack, hold back, then I do this attack. I think there's only one for also left and right. And then there's a few other special keys, like I think it's B on gamepad and Q on keyboard. Not Q. Maybe F? Yeah, F. And that's another melee attack which I have variations of.
And for the warrior class, at least, depending on the order that you do attacks, you'll have different combinations and different animations that you do.
We have been playing for a while and we really want to meet each other, but apparently different classes start in different areas, so that's a big shame because I really want to see Aquamatey's character.
Yeah.
And one thing I love is that you also have a key, basically, like it is usually the sprint key, but during combat it is primarily used for evade moves, and I really like the look of the evade moves. They look fancy. They look fancy. They look really fancy. So that's a quick rundown of the moves, and you have this skill bar down here. You can use and you can, like as Aquamatey said, just drag skills down to that skill bar, but I think it's just a lot better to just instead use the normal controls, which I described. So far, I'm pretty happy about this game.
I am very happy.
Seems pretty fun. I think the only bad thing is that like there's a part of me who kind of wish instead this was a single player or co-op RPG, because in general I do prefer those rather than MMOs. But still, when this is released in English, I think I'll definitely put a lot of time into this.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just very briefly try creating a new character just to show off the character creator. And whoa, this is a glitchy piece of geometry.
Hmm.
But it is a closed beta, so I guess it's to be expected some things don't work properly. And here we are, the character creation screen for the sorcerer's class. So, I think this is easily the most detailed character creator I have ever seen in anything. One thing which is pretty nice is that you can change the lighting for the character creation, so you can see how the character looks in different lighting, and
Which, now that we've played a little bit and seen different lighting environments, is going to be a useful thing because it changes pretty drastically sometimes.
yeah, especially the hair. Like the hair color can look very different depending on the time of day and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, like for instance, I can modify the hair, many different hairstyles. I can use a space and can like change position of different parts of the hair, make parts of the hair shorter or longer. make it less or more wavy. It's just kind of insane how much control you have over this, and it's especially impressive because how it looks in the game with how dynamic the hair behaves. And also face options. And instead of a billion sliders, you just select different parts of the face and then just modify it how you wish, basically. And now I make her all happy. Oh yay, I'm so happy. Happy sorceress.
And then you have the pose feature too.
Yes. Happy sorceress with a long nose. And customize eye stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. You can give her really glowy lips, which I wouldn't recommend, but hey, you have the option. You have the option. Change the eyes. There's just so much stuff here. Like one could easily spend hours on this alone.
Yeah.
And a similar system for like changing parts of the size of the various body parts. I imagine it would also be easy to just create something which looks bad. Like suddenly give her really, really, really long legs or something.
Maybe Gar can highlight that option.
Probably. Tattoos, and this is the poser, where you can like freely pose the character. I don't know if you can access this after having created the character. I would be surprised if this is only ever available in the character creator. But yeah, then you can also preview various armors in the game. I think I might quickly look at the warrior character creation because I'm curious how that looks. Aquamatey, you mentioned something about, was it either you were disappointed or surprised by the selection of facial hair?
Oh, I was happy with it because I'm not used to character customization having many like stubble or just like really subtle facial hair options. They're all like
Oh
way
yeah.
over the top mustaches and beards and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I see that now. There's a lot of options there. Can you also just go crazy to like add a full-on beard?
Oh yeah, that's one of the sliders is the thickness of it.
Oh, I see. So if I manage to find to that menu again, there we are. Oh yeah. I saw one NPC though with absolutely a gigantic beard. I don't know if that would be possible or not.
Hmm.
Like a Santa hair.
That's probably possible for the
The big
what's the
giant
other
class.
class? Yeah.
Giant, I think it's called.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess that's all I have to show for now, really. But if people want to like learn very specific things about the game, they can let me know, and I'll try to learn about that. Maybe, as long as it's not high-level stuff. Like for instance, I know there are sieges you can do in the game. I'm gonna bet we probably won't get that far in the game. But just like minor stuff, we can probably figure out. And I think I'll definitely record more of this while the beta is active. I think it ends on the 11th. So yeah, anything else you want to say before I end recording, Aquamatey?
The rain is so pretty on my male character. You just perch on a mountain and enjoy it for 24 hours. It's good. I'm happy. And I don't understand what's going on, so that's saying something.
There you go. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.